Can you hear us?
Hi guys!
And game audio will be coming in right now, although it might be a bit loud. So hopefully the stream will be able to hear us shortly. Wait, I might... Oh, it should be okay. Yeah, chat's trolling, so they must be able to hear us.
Oh lord.
And we'll get their feedback on how loud the game audio is before we
By the way, your timer's not reset.
Yeah, I know, I'll get that. Okay, apparently the game audio might be a bit loud. I'll turn that down a bit.
Oh, that's a good thing. Turning it down from your end rather than my end.
Yeah. It should be a lot quieter now. Maybe too quiet. I think I might have just put it down too quiet. We'll give it a bit more of a boost. There we go. That's about halfway in between the two. But yeah, I think you officially have the loudest stream so far. So
For good reasons. I know how to set up good audio.
okay, now we're good. So when you're ready, we can start.
I'm just adjusting the Discord audio. I just had to deafen myself a little bit on my end for my headphones.
Yeah, okay, we've got mostly perfect, so I think we'll call that good enough.
Sloth, can you say something?
Hello.
Alright, we are good. Alright, so just to let you guys know, this is on console. This is really console. I will even reset this way, just to show you guys, it's console. See, you see the game with intro screen. It's not emulator at all.
Oh, yeah, we need to mention this. The voice is going to be ahead of the gameplay because of technical constraints here. We are going to try and keep the spoilers minimal, but obviously there will be some reactions sometimes. Just as a heads up.
Alright, I'm gonna set in the options first.
Yes, that's correct. I am Swaff.
And I'm MeGotsThis.
He's the real star of the show.
And I'm Devoncio, and I'm just here to start the timer.
No, you were here to play Pokemon Brown. At least
Yes.
that's what I heard.
Yes, but that was yesterday. Today
Pokemon.
is your show.
You were my hero for going no major glitches. Alright.
Whenever you want to start, just count me down and I'll start the timer once I see the game start on stream.
Alright, we're going in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Pokemon Red/Blue, 2 games, 1 controller. Not 2G, 1C, but most people think what it'd be. Guys, keep your minds clean for this. I'll just name myself as something. Hopefully it's the same in both. I don't know, the games tend to desync time to time, so I'll take my time to name.
Alright, so you're going to notice slight spoilers that for Blue he will be using the old Squirtle route, and for Red he'll be using the Nidoking route. There are going to be some slight differences from what you saw from a regular Red 80% glitchless run, because he has to kind of accommodate for how his inputs are going to be accepted on the Blastoise route. So some of the fights are going to be different just to make syncing things up easier. Now, the world record for this category is 220, and it actually uses double Nidoking, but that would be boring for a marathon setting, and quite frankly, getting Nidoking in Blue is like, terrible. It's worse than Yellow.
I'll tell you guys this: Desync is a myth.
It's 75% of the time it works 100% of the time, so it never works.
Oh yeah, guys, don't forget there is a poll to name one Pokemon for the run.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that off. Right before you enter in Sylph?
Right when I end rival, self rival.
So for rival. Okay, cool. So yeah, plenty of time to get your votes in for that. Decide what we name the Lapras, or what MeGotsThis names the Lapras. But at this point, you're going to notice he's got a save. The Squirtle stats in red really aren't that important. The Squirtle stats in blue ideally will see 11 attack, 11 special, and 10 speed. But triple 10s are acceptable for the marathon setting, and honestly, if we can get an 11 in there, that would be preferable.
Devonson, can you set up the poll real quick? I linked it somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh god, that speed.
Dude, was that triple 11s?
No, that was not triple. The triple 11s are impossible. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mislooked then.
It was a 9 speed, but the other two were 11s. That was pretty good.
I'm just trying to find the poll now. I don't remember where you posted it.
Marathon channel chat in PSR Discord.
Yeah, okay, yeah, found it now.
Also, I mentioned before, the best time with the two Nidokings is 2:20. Best time with Nidoking and Blastoise, which is what he's doing here, was 2:45. Which, just as if you ran Blastoise or Nidoking in one, it's the same category, whether you do two Nidokings or not. But as I mentioned before, two Nidokings would just be, oh god, just terrible. Like, I applaud MeGotsThis on this. I can't even run red properly just one game, much less two.
Yeah, you guys just noticed I switched to just blue audio. That way you guys don't have to listen to what's gonna happen to the craziness soon.
But yeah, the rival fight's the same as it's always been since the dawn of speedrunning. So, hopefully, minimal growls or tackles, etc.
It looks like right now the competition is still between Vohio and Ming Li, which it was when it was posted on the PSR Discord, but One Hand is also making a bit of a comeback. Get your votes in.
I would hate to waste that potion.
Yeah, I
This is
legitimately
marathon.
thought that OS Fraud would be a bit more popular than what it's been. So, I guess I was
Ooh,
wrong.
I like that one. That's
yeah.
actually my...
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't see my 6 stats, but yeah, I like the level 2 rat.
And yeah, just like in the regular route, so that Squirtle can get level 8 after fighting Weedle Guy, got to get just one encounter. Now, obviously, the movement's going to look funny depending on which screen you're looking at, because he's accepting. He has one controller that sends the inputs to both games. So therein lies the challenge of this category. You're not going to see a lot, if any, red bar, to be perfectly honest. It's like
It's
I mean,
a little risky for a marathon.
well, yeah, exactly. So now he's gonna kind of get him synced back up to go into the Mart, I believe. No, never mind. JK.
I'm just gonna let them separate.
Yeah.
Although ideally I would like to be blue more ahead than red. But I mean, you go with what you go with. The game decides the RNG for this.
Yeah, the first approximate hour or so is chaos, because obviously the Blastoise route is going to just go straight to Brock, whereas Nidoking has to catch Nidoran, and I don't think they quite sync up as far as the battles that they go to until Rival 3 or SSN Rival, and then they kind of try to stay together, and if one finishes a fight first, they'll wait for the other one to finish the fight so he can maintain where he is on the overworld map. and he has to intentionally desync his inputs from time to time, which when he does that, you'll kind of see, because the moves that he has to use for battles, especially once they're on the same battle, are going to be different because they're going to be in different move slots. Now, both Blastoise and Nidoking will learn Bubble Beam, and both of them have it in slot 2. So in battles where they're both using Bubble Beam, that's kind of convenient because he doesn't have to desync then. But you'll see where he goes to look at a Pokemon's stats in battle in order to kind of desync the two games so that he can choose one move that's in a different slot as opposed to another move in another slot for different games, if that makes sense. But yeah, this should be kind of interesting for some of you that might be kind of new to speedrunning. I first started watching speedrunning myself when the Nidoking route had just become popular, so I really didn't see too much of the Squirtle route.
Yeah, when I first started speedrunning, I actually learned the Squirtle route first, then eventually learned the Nidoking. Although it took me a little bit longer to learn the Nidoking. But because of that, having knowledge of both routes, I can actually do something like this. And so I first started this as a basically blindish speedrun around January 2015, and I picked up this seriously last September.
But yeah, you can kind of get a feel for the route's history and see why we don't run Squirtle anymore and just how terribly inferior the Squirtle route is compared to the Nidoran route. Fun fact, Tackle actually has an increased chance to Gen 1 miss, and they did not fix that until Gen 5. So
You saw, I didn't buy Pokeballs yet, but it doesn't matter. Blue is still kind of behind from a good save point. I do want to be at a good save point for Blue, so Red can stall just a little bit longer.
And not to condescend, but for those of you that didn't get the joke that I just made, that was a stab at the fact that while Tackle may be 95% accurate, a lot of speedrunners can attest to the fact that it doesn't really feel like it's that accurate, and like it misses a lot more than 1 in 20 times. So,
Do you know what's my favorite move?
Is it Mega Punch?
It's Mega Punch.
Oh man, Mega Punch is like Tackle, but worse.
Yeah, isn't that 80%?
80 or 85? I'm pretty sure it's 85.
This is actually some insane movement I'm doing. A lot of this movement, if you're seeing it, I'm doing this on the fly. I don't pre-plan these movements a lot of the time. So, yeah, it's basically handling how your player's position in both games are at.
And exactly, you can watch 2 different runs of this. In the beginnings, it's never really going to be the same.
Of course I get encountered in the forest. Good thing. Good stuff.
Your favorite's Mega Kick? Well, unfortunately for you, Jim Freak, he will not be using Mega Kick in this run. He will be going with the much superior Body Slam route, because Mega Kick is like Mega Punch, except worse. So
I do encourage people they're welcome to try this out on emulator. It's a lot easier on emulator than console, for sure. But if you really want to try in console, you're going to need to invest quite a bit, which includes a Wave Bird. Or 2, actually.
Yeah, Wavebird's the wireless GameCube controller that he has 2 different Wavebird receivers synced up to the same Wavebird controller, which allows him to control both of the GameCubes with one controller.
I like my Needle Duck. I'm telling you, these sounds a myth.
So, what attack are we predicting this Nidoran to have? 14, 15, 16.
13.
13, that would be impressive. Let me know how you managed to get that happening.
Ooh, I think it's
checking
like
at level
13
6 is cheating.
speed. 13 speed. Ugh, that's pretty bad. And this is actually really rare. I never got a needle this late. But I mean, it is what it is. Actually, I'll just take my time and catch the Nido. But wrong move.
At least it's a level 4. But that's kind of the good thing. Since Squirtle's just that inferior, even a bad Nidoking, truthfully, it's more important to get a good Squirtle than to get a good Nidoran. I mean, obviously a good Nidoran is preferable, but in a lot of cases, Nidoran is waiting, or once they get caught up, Squirtle's going to kind of be ahead up until they get caught up at Rival 3. And at that point, Nidoran ends up waiting on Squirtle a lot to catch up. So having a bad Nidoran, it's better to have a good one, but
yeah, it's been around that I will accept any Nidoran. Just Squirtle, I might reset over, mostly because of speed, and hopefully not terrible attack. Although I do have terrible speed. I mean, speed attack, so I'm scared at times.
Yeah, good call on the "oh my dog." Clearly that was well received.
Gotta get those all my dogs and cool cats in. But remember, guys, you can vote for the Lapras name.
Yes, be sure to click there. Naturally, it will be another emote. And you may be wondering why he's getting Lapras. Regardless of who he gets as his cutter in each of the games, he will always teach Dig to Squirtle, and he will always teach Strength to Lapras, and that's why he picks up the Lapras, so that, just for continuity purposes. So, in the event that he doesn't get Paris, and one of the game gets the Spearow, either both games get ducks, or none of them get ducks.
Yeah, and games, the execution route management is dependent on the number of slaves you have. And it's not been routed so that you have one ducks and one without ducks.
Then, of course, you'll see how you'll find even though they're going to be at separate fights, he moves accordingly so that he can save pretty much before the riskier fights. So, I mean, truthfully, if you're running Squirtle and you've got good special, Brock's not too particularly risky. But, I mean, obviously for a marathon type setting, it's safe to go ahead and save.
Yeah, that's definitely bad special, and that should heal. I will have to heal for both. Rip a potion.
You also notice he's picking up extra potions there at the beginning of the game. That's, again, to just kind of help with item management. You'll find that he's going to end up healing in the Nidoran game when he doesn't necessarily need to, because he's healing in the Squirtle game as well. And it just makes it easier to kind of keep the items homogenized. If I'm using that word correctly. Some people use big words that they don't know what they mean to sound more photosynthesis sometimes, so...
You are speaking over my head, Kappa.
He's speaking over his own head, more like.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that was the joke, because MeGotsThis is the smart one of the two of us, so I just push buttons poorly. Oh, and I don't know when to get the bike, so there's that.
That was not meant to happen, but okay. 10 attack at 4.
Yikes.
How's that sounding?
Actually, no, 10 attack at 4 is good. What am I saying?
Yeah, 10 attack at 4 is the best possible.
I had a brain fart. I was thinking 10 attack at 5. I was like, oh, God, that's awful. But no, 10 attack at 4 is good.
The fact that we level 5 now would be impressive, but I'm not quite there yet. This should be 5. The other one's 10. Not escape rope. In fact, I'll just buy extras of this. I mean, I have the money. Did I do my menus in red? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did my menus in red. But yeah, I came up with this idea. It wasn't... I didn't have this original idea. Actually, yeah, this is a good spot. That's not particularly great for menuing, but I could do this and then hit save like that. Sloth, are you there? I don't know if you're alive.
Yes, I'm still here. So,
Okay.
Oh god, it was 17 HP though. Ugh. But yeah, you'll notice standard Brock fight for the Squirtle route. He's gonna switch to get the Nidoran into level 8 so that it can use Horn Attack. Now, actually, I know in the Squirtle route, whether you tackle or bubble these Caterpies depends on your stats. That was 13 attack. That's a good attack.
I take it. Although I don't know. I really forgot the stat table. So yeah.
Oh, I'm keeping up with the stats. I'm using the red helper because I can't keep up with them without it.
Wait, what? There's a red helper?
Yeah, there's a red helper. Not like hamburger helper, but it's still very good.
You're making me hungry here, Swah.
Oh dang, your red Squirtle's got bad special though. Yikes!
Yeah, I realize that. I am going to take the risk and rip the risk.
Oh
okay.
no.
Yeah, if you guys don't know this, I don't do hard resets. So the reason is that if you try this on emulator, there's no that startup delay that you have with like the Game Boy players. So I'm basically playing it as if you could do the same way as emulator or console. So basically, no hard resets. Although I thought Blue would have died, but okay.
Why doesn't the red helper play the game for me? It's not that helpful.
I can have Pokeball play for me instead. I think that might work.
Yeah, there you go. You're just hitting buttons. The Pokemon are doing the real work, Tyrant.
I think what we'll have to do is have Pokebot for the whole marathon to try and complete one run.
I would agree to that.
And I mean not at speed, of course.
Dude, that's good defense too.
Well, I mean, this is the second time you see the stats. I'm pretty sure you know what it is.
I know. I'm doing a terrible job of keeping up with the stats.
I got poisoned again. What is this?
Oh yeah, this is one of the many reasons why Squirtle is inferior. Nidoran can't get poisoned. Enough said. As if quote-unquote 95% tackle and 85% Mega Punch weren't enough reason. It's really unfortunate that your red Squirtle's attack stat, or excuse me, that your red Squirtle's special stat is not good. But it's...
I mean, you do what you gotta do with. Did I skip over Neo stats? Yeah, I probably did.
You did.
Yeah. Well, let's go with this.
Well,
We'll
you've
find
got
out
at
what
least
9
10
stats.
attack, and you've got at least 10 defense, so that's good. Yes, the streamer is battling a bot called Bot's Got This.
Does that have to relate with MeGotsThis in some way?
You know, I think there might be a connection, to be perfectly honest. I thought it was suspicious at first. It's like their names are so similar. So, so for those of you that are unfamiliar with the bot that's in your chat right now, MeGotsThis is the creator of that. Bot's Got This. So if you use that in your stream or you think it's really neat, then give credit where credit is due. Because the same amazing guy that's doing this run right now is the one that made that bot. Oh lord, the Harambe memes are never going to die, are they? I made one joke about a Harambe meme during your Brown run yesterday, and it's just been nothing but since.
It's getting a bit obnoxious at this point.
Yeah.
What can we do?
Alright,
Hey, you added fuel to the fire.
guys, I'm the jackass that did the first Harambe thing yesterday, and I'm saying it's time to stop, okay?
But it's never
Time
going to stop.
I'm literally holding a clock, just like Filthy Frank. It's time to stop.
Not the move I wanted, but I'll take it. Oh god, that is bad special, by the way. That's really bad special.
Wait, bad special on your blue Squirtle?
Yep. That is a
geez.
very low damage.
But yeah, so Nidoran going on Route 3, it's literally Leer and then Horn Attack the first 2 trainers, and then it's Spam Horn Attack the next 2 trainers. In some cases, it may need to conserve HP or something, so... Whereas with Squirtle, depending on which stat is the better stat, whether it's special or attack, that'll determine whether you use Bubble or Tackle on certain things. But as you can imagine, Nidoran has a much faster Route 3 because he can't get poisoned, and he can actually be faster than Ekans. I don't know. I guess
I don't know. I think they're about the same.
about
like,
the same.
Squirtle has the advantage on the special side against those second-tiered bugs.
Good point. Yeah, he can do the he doesn't get walled by Harden like Nidoran does. So
By the way, I didn't leer the Caterpie, so yeah, I'll just do this.
also he gets Water Gun for
Oh yeah, upcoming guys, this is like one of my favorite movements for this. So I'm just gonna do this, then this.
look at that MLG level movement right there.
Yeah,
Air horns.
that is like practically my my favorite movement in this whole run.
Alright, so Short's guy down on blue version. Now he's got to get him down on red version. And his Nidoran's got good attack, so that bodes well.
Ow, that hurts.
Okay, good. Tail whip turn. I mean, spoilers.
You, sir, are a spoiler.
I'm just spoiled, and not in the way that rich kids are. Oopie.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll try and keep the spoilers down, like we said, but it is difficult to not live react to stuff when you see it.
And I'm an
Especially if it's
idiot,
surprising.
so... Should also do yellow. Kentor, are you a madman?
No, you know what? He has a thing going. I would do 4 games on controller though.
4 games?
Yeah,
You're
4
a
games on
madman.
controller. That is possible.
Well, yeah, and so is, what's a kid-friendly metaphor for this? Insert that here. Insert other ridiculous idea here. That's possible too, but you don't see people doing it. Hey, well, if there's anybody that would do it, it'd be you.
Oh yeah, 20 Tech 11, by the way. Shitlier. That's not.
Yeah, I'm doing a really terrible job of keeping up with stats. Alright, so I know for sure that you have 3 HP and 14 defense on Nito.
Don't worry about it. I mean, stats doesn't matter to me.
Well, I'm legitimately curious, and then I can have it for the people in chat. They'll be
It's
like, what's
like,
your Nito stats?
It's like, what's that show called? Whose line is it anyways?
Ah, the points don't matter. I love
Yep.
that show. Also, why do people keep saying Hammurabi? Hammurabi was like an ancient historical person that had a code of something or another. I didn't pay attention in history class.
I was being a little risky there with the raps, but it's raps.
Well, that's anybody that runs Red will be familiar with that. Ekans is like
The rap god. The rap
exactly.
king.
Insert your favorite rapper here. He's like them. He's spitting hot lyrics.
The fact that Blue has a chance to finish the fight before Red is very rare. Like, Blue is fighting against 4 Pokemon and Red's fighting against 2. If Blue can finish the 4 before the 2, it's pretty impressive. Also, the reason why I don't talk that much at the moment is because I had to pay attention more of the run as opposed to heavily on the commentary side. There's a lot of things to watch out for.
That's why I'm here.
Wait, who are you again?
I'm nobody.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thanks for letting us know.
But yeah, oh, I actually had something prepared to say here, and then, I don't remember what it was. Huge line memes are going to be huge next month. That's not what I was going to say, I was just reading the chat. Alright, so it looks like your Horn Attack PP management for Nidoran is actually going pretty well right now. Or
It's
for
always
Oh My
good.
Dog.
It's always good. I always use Tackle.
Oh yeah, that's right, because of...
Because I can. Oh my god, that's really nice.
Oh yeah, that would... I mean... That was nice. You'll know what we're talking about here in just a moment.
Well, I didn't say what it was, so people might know what I mean. Who knows what they mean?
Wait a minute. We're in real time, right? Like,
Yeah, we're in real time.
Alright, so when we say that something happened, then that's because
You're on real time with me.
Exactly,
You're 10
so-
seconds ahead.
Oh, it's only 10 seconds. Okay, so that's not too bad
Well,
then.
10 to 20, I don't know. They've been saying around 20, but I'm not so sure it is that long.
Chat lies. Everybody lies. Hashtag house.
Yes. Alright, so Spearow, he got a Spearow in blue. That's really good.
I mean, I won't go double ducks if I get a Pidgey on the other, so... Yeah.
But if he does get Spearow on the other, it's nice to have Ducks as a backup.
Yeah. If you notice, I didn't name the ducks, mostly because I'm in the battle in red, and doing them at the same time is usually not a good idea. And since I'm so close around trainers, that's also not a good idea.
But yes, you'll notice after Mount Moon, which may be kind of getting a little ahead of myself on it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
The Squirtle route fights Misty first, whereas the Nidoran route fights Misty last. The reason the Squirtle route fights Misty first is the Bubble Beam TM is just too invaluable for Squirtle to not have for Nugget Bridge and the second rival fight. And since Squirtle's water type, all Misty's Pokemon will do are tackle and tail whip because she has good AI, and they won't go for their water type moves because they're not very effective, of course, because Squirtle's a water type. I mean, the fight
she tends to crit a lot.
Yeah, Starmie's crit rate's what, 22% or something like that.
It's absurd.
It's like 1 in 5, between 1 in 5 and 1 in 4. It's insane, but it is slower than the Nidoking fight. But we do it first in the Squirtle route to get Bubble Beam for the bridge. Whereas with the Nidoking route, if you're familiar with Red at all, obviously you want to be level 25 for Misty with Nidoking, and that just means doing the Nugget Bridge segment first, so that you.
By the way, with this Geodude, I get early 16. 3 Geodudes is enough to get Squirtle to evolve.
Nice. And you got oh sweet, you got Spearow on Red too. So Dux is you got Dux for backup. But if one of the games finds a Paris and the other one doesn't, then the one that didn't find the Paris will be hunting for Oddish because it's either.
Well, I mean, I can always build the Route 4 backup strat. Who knows?
If you get
if I get lucky.
If you get Paris in red and not in blue, then you'll get to see the one advantage that blue has over red if you were to able to get Nidoking consistently on it, and that's Sandshrew.
No, I'll do it for both. I'll do it for both. For other reasons. It's called Spearow.
Oh, yeah.
You can also do secondary Dux backup.
So you'll notice here also on the Nidoking route that he's picking up Water Gun. And that's just for more consistency. There's just so much variance when you get to Route 25 with the top hiker that it's just better to grab Water Gun and fight the bottom hiker and get the more consistent fight. Even if Nidoking's stats are perfect. Which this Nidoran actually has good attack. I don't know how good the attack is. I think I'm just going to check at 23. And,
that's fine.
That'd be the best way to get an
also,
accurate.
if you guys didn't notice, I walked the long way around for blue. Mostly I pick up a escape rope and the rare candy. The rare candy may come in play. Usually it does. Because you'll find out later. Okay, this is an optional thing, but I think I'm going to take it because of the bad special. Except I can encounter.
Hiker strats in blue!
Wait, wrong one to run from. So this may cause an overload, but that's okay. I can work around that.
Yeah, if Red Bar didn't save as much time as it did, then Squirtle could still be a bit more competitive, but I mean, Blastoise just can't. He just can't carry Red Bar in the late game like Nidoking can, and he just gets hard-walled by Gyarados in the last 2 fights. Nidoking can just one-shot the Gyarados both times, but Blastoise can't, and has to use Ice Beam and Blizzard to deal with him, which is just unfortunate. Because Blastoise's one-hit KO move is Fissure, and obviously the Flying-type Gyarados is just not going to be hit by that.
By the way, this is the second time I've done Hiker. Like, for blue. That's how often I consider it.
Would Yellow Crystal 2 Ravine, you're always suggesting crazy things. Have you been drinking? I mean
Although
that.
I have thought about doing Red and Fire Red. Okay, I'm gonna use this mode to also teach TMO1.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, because like one of them is in a battle and the other one's not. It makes it easier to teach a move at the time, and the other one doesn't have to interfere with the same menu. So that's why I take deciding when to like evolve Nidoking or teach Wargun is dependent when the other game is doing something. Ooh, I like that.
Hey, we like to see that happening.
Don't think that would kill, so that should be good. Yeah, there's a lot of things to remember, trying to think about if the damage will be good or not. And the fact that I don't keep track of if I had Mega Punch or Attack all the time, because I also didn't pay attention to other. I take a time to pause to think about it. But Paris is a more of a variable thing at this part of the run, to know when to hit a move or not.
Two gondolas, one cow. Which one do I ride on? There's two of them to choose.
I'll tell you guys this. I'll let you guys in on this. It is possible to do 7 games, 1 controller. Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, good lord.
It is physically possible. No emulators needed. All console.
Oh. Hey man, for the challenge, Elmster. For the challenge. I mean, I would never do that. I feel challenged enough, so, you know, interpret that how you want to.
Quick poll update, Mingli has taken quite a big lead, so if you think you have better taste, then get your votes in.
Oh, I was hoping Ohio to win. That's where my vote was going for. Ooh, that's not a good place to be encounter at. Just gotta keep mindful of where I'm at. Please don't use Supersonic.
Hey! Feels good, man.
That might be too much.
Oh.
No, we're good.
Just that was rather risky, but hey, I think that was a low roll. As a matter of fact, I could be mistaken.
Okay, let's heal. Let's heal. That's that's a scary thing. I keep forgetting that I need to heal in blue.
Yes. So remember how I said Blastoise was inferior? The Blastoise route. Here's a taste of it coming up here as to how.
This is not the prominent fight where you want to see that happen. It's the fight that's happening in the next gym. That's the important one where Mrs. matters.
No, that the Nido has at least 10 DV attack, Elmister. That's why I said I think it was a low roll. But I'm not exactly familiar with ranges specifically, so I don't know. I'm not smart like that. Okay, so he has 10 or 12 DV attack. I saw 34 attack at level 17.
Yeah, so I'm evolving my new king now, mostly because it's a lot easier to hit the menu now while I'm in battle with blue. Or I thought I could potentially do it later. There's no guarantees.
Again, that's another good example of, you know, what might be the best thing to do for that route isn't the best thing to do for both routes, so... I mean, obviously, in a regular red route, you want to delay evolving Nidoking, especially if you've done hiker strats, because each encounter that you get is going to be longer due to Nidoking's Cry, but this isn't regular red. This is one controller, 6 Stringle. It's literally one controller, or both games are accepting their inputs from one controller.
Yeah. This is very easy to set up on emulator if you guys really want to try this out. And you don't have to try this just for Pokemon. It does apply to other games too. For example, if you watch STDQ for TazBot, you would have saw 4 games with simultaneous inputs for Mario 1, 2, 3, and Lost Levels. Speaking of which, I was also part of that. unshameless plug.
Alright, so he's made it. He's made it through Mount Moon on Blue now. So he's going to go fight Misty to get that ever so valuable Bubble Beam TM. And we don't want to see Mega Punch misses here because best case scenario, it just wastes time. But as I mentioned before, Starmie's crit rate is like 22% or something like that, just something crazy. And so each Mega Punch miss could spell disaster. Even on this fight, coming up with the Goldeen, one Mega Punch miss could be really bad because the Goldeen has Supersonic, and he's got a Tail Whip once.
Okay.
Yeah! Oh!
No.
Come on! And, so... Things are happening. Things are happening that you'll see here shortly. Alright, and so then he's obviously going to save before Misty.
I should probably heal, but let's not do it. I mean, why not? I believe in the RNG. The bad RNG.
Ugh.
X defense not the greatest thing to see.
We don't mind X defend with Nidoking, but X defend with War Turtle is kind of a waste of time. Let me rephrase that. X defend with Nidoking isn't bad if you've got really good attack and/or you get a crit, a timely crit. X defend can be bad with Nidoking, but it wastes way more time with War Turtle than it does with Nidoking.
By the way, so Blue has wasted more potions than average, so I am lower on potions than I like, but this is what I'm gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, so for those of you that were wondering why he grabbed so many potions, it might not even be enough.
Yeah. I might have done one run where I actually used all the potions. Oh wait, I forgot to tail up more. Plans. What do I do? Usually you're supposed to tail up twice. Well, route Crystal and Yellow in the future.
I think if anything, you would do Gold and Crystal. And
honestly,
I think
I'm more looking forward to Zelda games next. Specifically the Oracle series. Oh, well, I was not meant to do that.
No!
Rip. Again, so I am resetting balls at the same time because I'm not relying on hard resets. So you can actually do the same way with this on emulator and console, as long as you don't do hard resets. Mostly because hard resets, you have to go through the Game Boy intro scene, which does not exist on emulator.
Alright, so hopefully we'll get a better go of it this time around.
RNG's being nice.
Alright. Yes, that's definitely much better so far. Hey.
I like that. I like that.
And it's, what, 2 Tail Whips on Starmie, 3 if she actually...
You want -2 defense stages on Starmie, so that can be end up 2 or 3, but I always do 3 Tail Whips.
It's likely that she'll X defend as many times as you have to swing at her. So this is definitely going better than the previous attempt. I think you didn't miss a single Mega Punch, did you?
I
So far?
didn't. I wasn't looking for
Nice.
that. Yes, I am playing both of them by myself.
Right, so now that Blue is on the road to defeating Misty, we'll get that Bubble Beam TM, which is pretty much imperative for War Turtle to be able to do well on the Nugget Bridge split. He gets the same type of deck bonus. It's a shake animation, which I'm trying not. I don't want to. I guess I can go over some of the basics on that, which they probably kind of went over them. Daily Leaf probably illustrated some of the stuff that I'm saying when he did his red run the other day. Obviously in Gen 1 there are moves that have shake animations and moves that have flash animations, even though the animations are turned off. The ones with the flash animations don't have a secondary effect, whereas the ones with the shake animations, flash animations don't have a secondary effect. Shake animations do.
You guys will definitely see the difference between the two later on in the run.
Oh, absolutely. But there's approximately a second difference. So,
Yep.
when you're speed running, if you can kill something with a shake move, even if it's super effective, it's still faster to use than the flash move. And all of Nidoking's moves in the end, except for Earthquake, are shake moves. And Blastoise ends up actually the same way. Only one of his is a flash move too. If I remember correctly. So here they're synced up again, kind of for the most part. And they're both going to be going down to fight Rival 2 at the same time.
Get ready for your praises right now. Get ready for that.
Oh yes, best part of the run, or one of the best.
One of my
parts
favorite
the run.
menus to do.
Professor Oak doesn't know what he's talking about. It's always time to praise the magic conch. The games will be caught up sorta kinda for a bit here, and then of course they're not going to finish the fights at the same time, and hopefully Pidgeotto is kind in both instances. We don't want sand attacks, and right there was a really good example of the desync he had to use, because he had to use moves in different slots. So, not quite. Okay.
Alright, it's sand attackless, which is fine. But I used an extra Bubble Beam, which I didn't want. Anyways, yeah, if you saw, I opened the fight menu in blue right before red on the Pidgeotto. That's because of their cry differences. And it's a small window, but still hittable consistently. But I'm not 100% perfect on that. But yeah, that allows me to select like Bubble Beam on slot 2 and Horn Attack on slot 3.
Yes, for those of you that missed it, don't worry, there will be, is it 1 or 2 more times where we get to praise the magic conch?
Yeah, just be ready with praises anytime. You won't know when.
So that's rather interesting. War Turtle actually had the faster fight because he was able to Bubble Beam, and the shake animations, you can see how they really...
No, that fight's RNG dependent. It's like Sand Attack's the variable. Sand Attack can just make one fight longer than the other.
You didn't get the Sand Attack though, did you?
No, I didn't get Sand Attack. Without Sand Attack, War Turtle would be slightly faster. I'm going to use a Mega Punch here to make up a Bubble Beam. Yeah, Just to let you guys know, this is the second marathon this category was run at. The first marathon was Californiathon earlier this year, but this is the first online marathon that will feature this.
Yeah, War Turtle just has a really good time on Nugget Bridge with Bubble Beam. He pretty much just one-shots everything with Bubble Beam.
I have bad special, so it's not gonna be a lot of one-shots.
If he had good, assuming he had good special, if he was going for a serious attempt with Squirtle, then the Bubble Beam is better. And if there was a way to manipulate the Misty fight to where you could reasonably beat her with the lower level Nidoking, I would imagine having Bubble Beam for Nidoking for the bridge would be helpful. But it's just not plausible. She would have to Gen 1 miss like 3 times.
I don't know if Bubble Beam would get for Nidoking. Is it that much better? Because War Turtle does have stab with Bubble Beam too. Nidoking doesn't.
Oh, that's a good point. I think it would, I guess you'd have to calculate the ranges or something like that. But
yeah, I mean, War Turtle is just barely outside the ranges.
Bubble Beam you would always fight the lower hiker without having to pick up Water Gun, so there's that time save. But again, Nidoking just has to be level 25 for Misty to realistically have a shot. Or specifically, he has to be 25 for Starmie to realistically have a shot.
That Pidgey is a range on.
The Pidgey's arranged with War Turtle, and then I mean, obviously the Nido and females that's not going to go down. Hey, we got Blue Bar. Never mind.
What's Blue Bar?
It's like Red Bar, but more depressing.
I gotta do this right, so that way I don't end up hitting the wrong item. Like I said, this is on-the-fly execution at times. 54 attack, 51 speed. How does that sound?
Dude, you've actually got a really good Nido. 10 attack, 11 speed, 15 special. So you're gonna 11 to 12 speed. You're speed tied with Misty Starmie, which is kind of scary, but it's better than being slower.
That's good to hear. Ugh, that's not a range I want to see, so I definitely have to use Bubble Beam. Okay, now to do this.
Alright, so here's one of many times where he's going to desync the game so that he can, obviously not use the same move slot on both games. He needs to use different.
Well, sometimes they're different, but because I'm already started the fight already, but because they both open the fight menu, I kind of have to desync them like that.
Black White plus Black White 2 runs. Good lord.
It is possible. I'll just say that. Like I said, Gen 1 through 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you could do 1 through 7, I would imagine you could do 2 of the same. With 1 through
although it's insanely expensive. Please don't let me do that. That's not...
That would be, what, 4? 3? Well, if you got Gen 7, 1, 2...
Well, I'll explain to you another day how to set that up.
Okay, yeah.
That's not something that's going to be very nice to set up.
Spoiler alert, it will still probably go over my head.
Yeah. My estimate, if I were to do something like that, it'd be like in a range of $1,000 plus.
So,
assuming I had nothing.
Start a GoFundMe for that. Oh, fun fact, I mentioned fighting the lower hiker. I realized the error in my statement. There is a hidden elixir right above, right after the top hiker, and you have to fight the top hiker to be able to get the hidden elixir. So he will fight the top hiker even though the bottom hiker is faster because he needs to get that elixir. There
is a reason why I'm going for the elixir. It has to do with that I am not getting ethers. Because using ether for one move for both Pokemon at the same time and the move are in different slots, it's not really worth it. Not good spot to be in, but let's go with what I got.
I'm not what you would call technologically savvy, Ninzerb. I know my way around a spreadsheet, but that's about it.
Well, just say I don't want to take the time to explain how to get that all set up.
He
And
doesn't
not
want
in
to
this
explain it to a
commentary.
dummy.
Not in one commentary, at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, definitely not now. But,
Please be nice, hiker. Oh, that's a nice one.
oh
to hit
dang!
with.
You still have to use Thrash on the top hiker.
Isn't it better? Please, please, please. Aw, I'm gonna do it.
I would
I'm gonna do
imagine
this.
Water Gun would be better there, would it not?
Ooh, this is a really early bite. I am happy with that.
Alright, so he split experience there, which isn't the end of the world.
By the way, I
Um,
never run split experience. This is my first time running split experience. But I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, you've got the stats, you'll be fine. You shouldn't have any problems one hitting the star U, and you'll still be 25. Well, no, never mind, you got hiker experience, so that's...
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. I think you're still level 25 for star U, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I don't know any of this stuff by heart, and I haven't
Neither
run
do I.
Red seriously in months, so...
Wait, you're in red?
Yeah, I haven't run Red seriously well, I've never run Red seriously. I suck at it.
Well, why do I even pick you for commentary if you never ran red?
I said Red seriously in a while. I was your only option. No.
That
That's right.
makes it sound like I'm desperate.
Were you not? You picked me. Oh, it feels good to laugh.
Life is good.
But yeah, you just get to see more Bubble Beam doing... well, bad special kind of wrecked the Bubble Beam there. You're also going to notice he's going to take a few more centers than normal. Because there are times when War Turtle needs the center and Nidoking doesn't. And there are times where Nidoking needs the center and War Turtle doesn't. So they both center at the same time, even though one of them doesn't really need it.
I tell you guys this route is not 100% optimal yet. So there is a lot of room to improve. If anyone's willing to take up the task for it. And welcome that too. Hi, Worcester.
Yes, hello, Worcester. I don't know, I don't think Worcester ever wants to go back to Gen 1. I think if I had 20,000 plus
Well,
resets in Gen 1...
He may not want to execute Gen 1, but who knows if he wants to route it. Because, like, this is an unoptimal routing so far.
Fair point. I bet the routing's probably the more fun part.
Both of them is the fun part for this category. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know. I would fail miserably at this, I think. But now, if we can get 2G 1C NMG, I'll consider it. But I don't know. That might be a stretch.
What, you want to talk to the Shady Salesman?
Shady Salesman is my idol. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, red is on the right and blue is on the left. I'm pretty sure the person.
No, you're wrong. Red's on the left, blue's on the right. I don't know where you're looking at.
Wait,
Eh.
what? How's? Never mind.
Okay, I'll let you guys in on this. I play with blue on the left and red's on the right, but the stream is red's on the left and blue's on the right. I didn't heal, did I? Well, there then. That is definitely worth fighting for.
It's a shame Bite's not dark type here. That'd be helpful in some situations.
I definitely gotta heal. What do you think? Should I heal?
Dude! Yeah, you should, but that was nice.
Yeah, that's a really... Goldie's being pretty nice to me right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't get any grief from Goldine and Blue either. So, if I remember correctly,
That's a wasted potion, but I don't mind. I'll just stay in that menu for a bit.
yeah, it's like MeGotsThis mentioned before. A lot of this is on the fly, so he's not necessarily going to do the same thing each time. Just it depends on how fights go, what the random encounters are, and we're almost to the point where they're going to kind of be neck and neck as far as being on the same fights. Oh god, did they get rid of the neck emotes? I just thought that was poor wording on my part. I'm sorry if
Okay, now I can finally do this. You guys can have fun with this.
Yes.
I forgot that this is also a thing here.
Magic conch! Woo! Rip headphone users. Alright, so yeah, let's get some Kevin Turtles in the chat for this Misty fight, please. Anybody that's even remotely familiar with Red knows that Misty's the gatekeeper. More so with Nidoking than with Wartortle, I would say.
I'll take this. Not that. This.
Oh, Worcester's Platinum runs next.
Yes, it is.
Neat. And that's with Tentacruel and all. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, stick around for that run.
Yes, but more on this one. All right, Kevin Turtles. Yes, there we go. Kevin Squirtle's work too. I mean, I think he's guaranteed to one-shot the... I'm pretty sure at 10 DV you're guaranteed to one-shot the Star U. Yeah, you are. Well, at 25 period, I think any attack is guaranteed to one-shot him.
We're good.
Nice! Good
As
fight.
long as it wasn't Gen 1 miss, it's all good.
Oh, those can produce some pretty interesting desyncs if he gets one of those. Hopefully... there haven't been any Gen 1 misses yet, have there? Except for Tackle and Mega Punch.
Good question, I didn't notice.
And speaking of Mega Punch, you're about done with that now, right?
We got after this fight, there's one more fight with Mega Punch, but I don't even use Mega Punch, which I just use Mega Punch because movement is a thing. I love movement.
At least it hit.
And I just use Bubble Beam too. I mean, I love this. I just love all this wasted PP here.
Yeah, Bursif, this is Swath. Fun fact, people out there, and I think most other Pokemon speedrunners, or speedrunners in general, will agree with me. When you say, hey, you should run this game, we probably don't want to run that game.
Oh, hey, I suggest you guys run 2 games on controller.
Yeah. So, Boat Rivals coming up here shortly. But here we are in Blue, heading to the boat. If I'm looking at the stream, I'm guessing the stream that I can see on your screen is about where it's supposed to be. So, he's going to fight this optional because he has to be able to get Body Slam. And Body Slam is...
Why am I using Mega Punch? I should use Bubble Beam.
Yep. Actually, I was wondering on that one. It's because you're bad special, right?
No, it's just I just got stuck in menuing.
So you'll notice it's kind of convenient. Bubble Beam. There will be fights where once he's synced up, that he's going to be using Bubble Beam for both games. So they're both being in slot 2 is just fortuitous. And the regular Nidoking route, I haven't seen any runner that doesn't have Bubble Beam in slot 2. Anywho, he just picked up TM08, or he's about to pick up TM08, which is Body Slam. It's got 5 more base power than Mega Punch, same amount of PP, and it's 100% accurate. And it's a flash move, or excuse me, it's a shake move because Body Slam has a chance to paralyze. So it is in every way better. And if Game Freak had just swapped the TM locations of those, I think if we'd had Body Slam this whole time instead of Mega Punch, I think the world would be a better place. That may just be me, but
I would just love to see him bump on Mega Punch to be 100% accurate. I'd rather see that.
That would be fine too, but the shake animation, like that too.
That helps. That helps.
Oh gosh, you'd be like 15, 16 seconds ahead at least all the shake animation time you could save with that. So now, well, you get rid of Mega Punch now for Body Slam, if I'm not mistaken, and then of course Nido King just wrecks with Thrash is pretty easy peasy, and like I mentioned before, he's going to teach Dig to Squirtle in both instances, even if he we have Paris in both of them, right?
Yeah, I have Paris in both.
Double Paris. So even though it would be quicker to teach, or rather initially quicker to teach Paris Dig, because he has a different number of Pokemon in each game, 4 for Blue and 3 for Red. It's just more fortuitous to put Dig on Squirtle, and again, that's why we're picking Strength for Lapras, because he can just scroll all the way down when he needs to use Strength, and that way he'll be on... No, wait, that doesn't sound right. When he needs to go to Squirtle to use Surf or Dig, he can just hit up 4 times in both games, which you'll see. And
where is it? Where is it? I'll look for it later. There it is.
Woo! Best part of the run. So, this is one of the few times in the run where Blue gets to kind of wait on Red, and so now the game should be kind of synced up. They're going to be starting the third rival fight at the same time, and once he gets on the boat there. And I really hate to do this. I've really got to go to the bathroom, so I will be back shortly.
I forgot how my HP is, but I don't trust the fight enough, so I'm just gonna try saving. It seems like I hit a save menu. Like that. I hear a Tony in the chat. Do you hear Tony in the chat? It's not that important, but it helps a lot. In terms of the syncing.
You say Tony?
Yeah, I heard Tony in the chat.
Like Tony the Tiger?
No, Tony the Tyrant.
Tony the Tyrant. When it comes to Heart Gold 80%, he's okay.
Yeah, that's the range right there. This is risky, but I'm doing it. That was mostly a body slam, but okay.
I need a tyrant there, that's perfect.
Ugh. Double red bar.
Oh man, double red bar. Double red bar.
But that's not sticking, by the way, guys. Sorry, that's not happening. I cannot do such a thing. Especially not for Blue. Okay, so yeah, back to why I want to sync them up. It comes down to Rock Tunnel. That's the main reason why. Now,
Oh,
for those of you who want to know, there is another runner who runs double Nidoking of this category. It's 360 Chrism, but I don't know. I do not know what his time is on it. But besides that, yeah, those. There is also another runner who runs. Who ran 2 games, 1 controller of Gold and Crystal, and that is _Poi. So shout out to them for also trying too.
That's actually a run that I will entertain the idea of attempting is Gold Crystal. I like Gen 2 more than I like Gen 1, but that's because I'm lazy, and Gen 2 is...
Also, guys, enjoy the double SSM music.
Oh, but it's not the backwards boat. Eh.
You mean you want Blue to crash into Red?
Yes, like... Or to see the red boat move into the blue screen. That would be incredible.
Well, you might want to fix your audio, because your mic is kind of going robot.
It's going robot, you said?
Yeah, it's going robot.
Oh. Well, what about now?
No.
I have
Just,
no idea what I did wrong.
I guess disconnect and let the bomb seal bring you back in.
Okay, let me refresh.
So I'm buying these Awakenings a Paralyzed Heals.
Okay.
Mostly it comes not that much better. I'm buying them because that way I don't have to use the full restore. It helps a lot in terms of should move that up. Okay, now I go back down. Yeah, it helps a lot in terms of not wasting the full restore, so I can use it, set up a menu for the late game. Also, I'm healing because Raichu is scary for a War Turtle.
I still sound like a robot.
Hey, it's anti-robot swap.
Okay, cool.
Alright guys, time for double cans.
Alright, perfect cans, let's go. Nope, there's only trash here. 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 Hey, there's trash, but not in one. Aww.
So I have to check in again for red. Hey, it's the same switch for both. Let's see if I get the same one. No, only for one.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yep. For those of you that enjoyed the wonderfulness of trash cans, why not enjoy it? Oh, please. We got it?
Yep, we got it.
Woo!
Okay, Surge is scary for blue, like I said, so we're gonna save.
Am I describing the chat or the gym puzzle? I don't know. I would argue that the chat was definitely scarier than the gym puzzle. Now the Surge fight with Squirtle, or rather with War Turtle, was or were you saying I was describing the chat when I said nope, there's only trash here? I'll leave that for you to decide.
Okay, I like that Voltorb attack. aka whatever it used. It didn't do any damage.
Oh yeah,
I think you must have been describing the chat there, because the cans weren't on screen yet.
Oh.
Of course! That is a good thing to know. Okay, please live. Please live. Please live. Please live.
Oh, dang. So, another fun little tidbit of information. Nidoking and Blastoise have, or their entire lines, have the same growth rate in experience. So there will be a point in the run where they're going to be the same level, and they will maintain that same level for the rest of the run. They aren't now, but at one point when he candies, they will be the same level.
Didn't mean to do that one, but whatever, I'll take it.
How does one have the patience to practice running this? That's a good question.
You just do.
Just do.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I got the 4th and Thrash. I'll take that.
Oh no!
I love RNG, by the way.
Or just super vague commentary. Thanks, Silo Simon. Alright.
I agree to that commentary.
Alright,
No, that's
so...
what they're asking you to do.
Oh, y'all are asking me to do super vague commentary? And that doesn't require any patience at all, man. Being super vague is easy. Kind of.
Oh yeah, so how's the poll doing now? Since we're doing the search for the 3rd time.
Exactly, get on that poll, folks. See, Actually, let me pull it up. I think I've still got it up here. Make sure you vote on that poll so you can help determine the name of Lapras.
Double voting there. I got lucky.
Looks like Ming Lee is just like blowing it out of the water. Vohio's in 2nd, but it's trailing by like 14 votes. So get your votes in so you can determine the name of Lapras. Yep, namely named. You're going to see that happen a lot, where Blue is going to take longer in the fight, and Red just gets to sit there and twiddle its thumbs a little bit while Blue catches up.
Or in this case, Blue... Oh, you just said it, never mind. It just took me a while to process that.
I said something smart for once! He wasn't so much processing what I said, he was processing the fact that I said something as coherent as what I said.
Sorry, what? You said something incoherent?
But the lag, I mean, the wait time's not too terribly bad. Especially after the 8th game.
That was not what I wanted to hit. Okay, so guys, this next menu here, you're gonna see me dig out. Now you will see why I teach dig to Squirtle for Red, as opposed to Paris. I mean, Wartortle kind of needs dig, so Red has the option to where I want to teach it to. All I do is just press up like that, and dig's right there. Although, I can understand there's a delay.
Here, I'll post the poll there
You
again.
didn't post the results. You didn't post the poll itself.
Oh. I'll just go back to my corner now. Alright, everybody's favorite part of the run. The most valuable NPC. Shady Salesman! Dun, 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 dun. And all he did was give us a bike, so... Yeah.
And
And
he's
this
not
is
on
my-
screen yet.
He's just all about making the game faster for us.
And this is my most hated menu, by the way. But the fact that you can only teach Thunderbolt to one side and not the other.
Yeah, it's a shame that there isn't anything on your team that can learn Thunderbolt.
Yeah, I agree. That's a nice desync.
Yeah, so it's another example of one of those unintentional desyncs that, why exactly do those happen again, Peter?
The bouncer could answer that better than I can, but I could say just input delay. Or lag frames. By the way, this fight coming up is pretty bad for Wartortle, because it's a 2-turn on Oddish. Both Oddishes. My attack is good enough, so I should one-shot the Buzzsprout.
Yeah,
I believe.
Dig's a range on the Oddish, isn't it?
Also, that's a thing too.
But if you can't get the range, it's just quicker to go 2 body slams than dig body slam, so...
And
you
also,
just gotta... You just gotta hope that Oddish doesn't do bad things. Oh god!
Oh god, there's the double
Well,
bad thing.
It's double bad.
This is why I also buy Awakening earlier. Didn't mean to bite, but I'll take it.
But you gotta feed your war turtle, and, you know, all growing turtles need vegetables. So, that.
Yeah, like I said, I'd rather not waste my super potion so I can set the menus for late game. Yeah, this is fine.
Double spoilers.
Swolf is a spoiler himself.
I am.
Tony, on the other hand, I
So
don't
you'll
know about
notice
Tony.
that MeGotsThis is a serious Gen 1 runner because he doesn't have to use Cheater Palette to get through Rock Tunnel.
What's Cheater Palette?
I don't know, it's the brown.
Wait, you can run Pokemon Brown on this?
Actually, you probably can. I imagine you could get a modified cart to... There you go, 3 games, 1 controller, red, blue, and brown.
Okay,
call
that's a fun thing. Nice
Call
pet.
it BRB.
I'm going slow on the movement up to the hiker, so that way I don't hit it, because in case it desyncs, I wouldn't have to fight in one and not the other.
Your Friends is online on Steam.
Please don't read my Steam.
Oh, I wasn't... I wasn't... I just saw the little notification.
That's a little early, but I'm fine with that. So anyways, yeah. I sync up the games because the Rock Tunnel is gonna be terrible if I don't sync them up.
But look, Bubble Beam in slot 1 for both of them. Yay!
Slot 2, you mean.
Slot 2.
But then I desync them. Because the Slowpoke I had to use Bison, which is slot 1, and Thunderbolt is slot 3. Although Nidoking has a more fun time. Okay, good. Because it takes 1 turn to hit versus the multi-turn for a War Turtle.
Yeah, you're gonna see that a lot, and it's just another good example of why Nidoking is just that much better. He's just gonna one-shot so many things that War Turtle and Blastoise just can't. And
Oh yeah, I do recommend you guys wear 3D glasses at this point. That way you can see your 3D vision here.
that's correct, Canon. 2 games, 1 controller. Just as the title suggests. Alright, so here comes another fun fight for Red. And let me see. I'm gonna cheat.
Again, the odds coming up is a range. Or not a range, but it's a 2-turn, which is scary.
Oh yeah, it sucks for War Turtle, but you've got oh, you had an 84% chance to get that Oddish on Red, so it's good that you got it.
Yeah, but I did have a paralyzed heal, so I'm prepared for the worst. Just not, I already used up my only awakening. The good thing that the movement hasn't desynced yet, so that means the repel steps is the same. So I don't have to worry about like using wrong one. I'm just saying words.
Yeah, exactly. As you can,
Okay,
as
now
you
I
can
can say
imagine,
words.
if a desync happens, that's going to affect his repel steps, and that which in turn would cause his repel running out to happen at different times, which can cause some more chaos. So good that he hasn't had a desync.
That was a desync.
As soon as I said it.
I am desynced, but I don't know where.
Yeah, again, if you're just coming into the video, make sure you vote on that poll to determine what he ends up nicknaming the Lapras. So can anyone explain the desync manipulation he's doing? He's still there at the bombs too.
What, do I need to ban someone?
No. He was wondering if you could kind of explain what exactly Peter's doing to do the desync manipulation.
He's making
I
a
don't
bad pun. He
intend
needs to be banned.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
well, I guess
intend
it's
to
banned.
desync. It's more that the game desyncs themselves. And the Bonsu could explain that better than I can for that.
Yeah, the desync is just all kinds of lag frames and frame rules and stuff that we can't really account for.
And it's not just Gen 1. I know for sure Gen 2 also has this too.
Can commentator explain it? No, commentator cannot. Commentator dumb. Commentator just here for free drinks. Commentator has yet to see a free drink. Commentator feels he was lied to. Non-alcoholic drinks, of course. Because we're family friendly here at Pokemon Speedruns.
Oh, alcohol's okay. Just don't make yourself look dumb.
I don't need alcohol to do that. I think I've done that quite well so far. And I'm completely sober.
This is gonna be slightly annoying. I do have a antidote left. I haven't done my shopping. But also, I was going to say, I use repels at 2 different spots, so I expect the repels to be any at different spots like that.
So another interesting thing, if you're familiar with the run, you know there's a shopping trip coming up here in Celadon City. And because the buys are different for Wartortle and Blastoise, for Blastoise and Nidoking, he actually is going to end up having to make 2 mart trips to get enough X items to cover what Blastoise needs. Though he ends up buying the same X items, the shop there is the same. This is going to be a really interesting segment as you watch him shop, because it's the one that when he buys the X items, you would think that part would be different, that he would buy different X items. That's not the case. But he'll be buying the same number of X items on both, and the other shops, the other shopping will be different. So this is really interesting to see how he does this.
Also, I'm taking okay, that last fight. Let me count this out. Should be around here. I don't rely on the music because it could just the games could desync like that. Of course, Blue had to be on a different spot. Now I'm lost in Blue. Oh wait, that's the name. That's actually the name of a game. There
Lost
you go.
in Blue.
Yeah, Lost in Blue is the name of a DS game. Anyways, yeah, the fight on the Gambler earlier, if you guys didn't notice, I was just using Bubble Beam. That was me being lazy and not using Thrash for Nidoking and desyncing the 2 games. I mean, Bubble Beam is just nice and all because they're both in the same slots. Oh, Secret actually knows Survival Kids. Speaking of which, I did try to speedrun Survival Kids too, but that's just a side thing.
But yeah, Nidoking is going to need more X accuracies because Nidoking gets his one-hit KO move now, whereas Blastoise gets to wait until the very last gym, and that is probably the main reason why that Nidoking is just more consistent and faster than Blastoise. I mean, there's several others that can be named, but that's the big one. Is 3 gyms in before the 4th gym, Nidoking gets his one-hit kill move, and Blastoise has got to wait till the last one. So. There you go, the yellow race. 2 games, 2 controllers, exactly. 1 game, 2 controllers. Are you going to dual wield? Get the SP for the superior D-pad and get the GameCube controller for the superior A-B buttons? Yeah, Tom bit Personal out. He's nothing but a troublemaker. I'm just kidding.
Vohio has made a slight comeback and is only down 10 votes right now.
Keep one from Ohio, please, guys.
Yeah, you've still got, what, about...
I don't know how long.
About 20 minutes? 25 minutes?
The double block, that is...
Oh, man. At least both of them did it. Like, it wasn't one of them.
That's very... I've never seen that happen.
It's like, we either want a double jerk or not a jerk at all. I almost said the 5-letter word, but... Again, we're family-friendly here at Speedruns.com.
Why am I... I forgot to do something in blue. I should have sold in blue, which I did not. So I have an option to do this, to desync them in the overworld. That explains my low money in blue. I kinda need to sell stuff. But not the red candies.
Yeah, we need the candies. Well, if you want Ming Lee to be the name, then click on the straw poll and vote for Ming Lee. It's looking like it's either going to be Ming Lee or Vohio. I don't think any of the others... Well, OS Frog's got like 20 votes, but... I mean, never mind. No, that's not even... Never mind. It's going to be Ming Lee or Vohio, so... Get in your votes now.
So the girl on the roof is it's RNG and where she's at. So I'm gonna use that fact and can desync them like this coming up by getting only 1 TM for blue and both TMs for red. Like.
Yeah, I kind of thought OS Frog would have gotten more ground than what it did, but Ming Lee is the superior emote. Though it is not quite as smooth to say Gunner is a Ming Lee as it is to say Gunner is a frog. So, gotta get it. Hey, here we go. X items. The one part of the shopping trip where he buys the exact same number of things. Because while they're going to need to use different X items to accomplish what they need to in battle, he's going to use the same X items in each battle. So... in some of the Blastoise battles, they'll be using more X items than what are needed, and in some of the Nidoking battles, they're going to be using more X items than needed. Specifically against Sylph Rival, this makes this fight a bit riskier, because Blastoise has to set up, 5 X items? 4?
Oh, 4 X specials, and then the other 2, so that's 6 total.
6 total. So, that gives Pidgeot 6 turns to wail on us, and hopefully he's kind.
Of course the desync's there. So now, coming up is I am gonna desync their menuing here so I can set up my items. So, Swap could say whatever he wants.
Right.
So, in good context.
Oh, naturally. Alright, Let's all go to the lobby. Okay, no. But yeah, so he's got to set it up to where the X items are all in the same place. Of course, he has to teach Nidoking Rock Slide so that
It's not just the X items; it's also the healing items too. I send them all up in one menu here.
Exactly. Normally, in a single game run, it's more optimal to slowly swap them up as you do the various menus. But since he's going to be using each of these items on the next fight, if I'm not mistaken,
Not
other
all
than
of
the next
them,
attack.
just like a few of them in the next fight. But this is a good time where I can desync the menu only once.
But yeah, it's just better for him to have all of the each of the items in the same place on both games to help avoid any fusion. Also, it's really interesting to see the item management done here because he needs to get Fissure from Giovanni for Blastoise. And do you end up getting Fissure in Red too, or do you have your items set up to where you don't get it from
That was an
Giovanni?
item I wanted to swap. Hold on.
Sorry.
Yes, I get Switcher for both.
Oh, I see how it is, Bit. I'll remember that the next time you want to not be banned in my chat. I'll remember that. But it's another great thing about having the two games here. You really kind of get to explore this house and see or figure out why she's living in that house without a bed or a refrigerator or a bathroom. But she's got plants and a bookshelf, so that's nice, I guess.
I believe, yeah, that's right. That's perfect.
Oh no, you get timed out, Bits. You don't get banned, but it's about to change. I don't know where you are, but I will find you. I will ban you.
Double tower music.
Yes, beautiful. So again, Blastoise is going to have to set up a few more X items on this fight than Nidoking would have to. Nidoking is normally can just X-at, good to go, quintuple drill, GG. But Blastoise or Wartortle rather.
Blastoise. I don't see a Blastoise.
You know what I meant. But yeah, so you're gonna see that obviously whichever Mon needs the more X items for the battle, the other one just has to accept the fact that he's getting extra X items that aren't really necessary. Which if I'm not mistaken, in pretty much every battle, Wartortle needs more X items than Nidoking. I don't think Nidoking ever has to use more than 2. Oh, there's a few instances where Nidoking would have to use more than 2, but one of those is Sylph Red Bar, which he will not be going for in this run. And
that's a sign of bad special right there.
Oh, you're supposed to 2-shot the Gyarados with good special? No! Yeah.
That's the thing.
So there's the thing. Wartortle just gets hard-walled by Gyarados. He doesn't have a good move to effectively deal with it, so he always has to 2-shot or 3-shot, and Gyarados knows Hyper Beam and Dragon Rage and just so many things that are just not good.
And I didn't save either, so... But at least I did shopping already, so that's not a big deal. Only lasts like, what, 2k.
Now, how is that going to affect your X items?
Good question. That is a really good question. I don't know.
So we may be about to see an impromptu shopping trip of some sort.
What impromptu shopping?
We're definitely going to get to see a whole lot of Helix fossils, so get those praises in the chat, because we're probably going to see this isn't the time to use that at least 2 or 3 dozen times for this battle now. No, Gyarados doesn't have Hydro Pump yet, Elmster. He's only level 23. I think his only moves now are Dragon Rage and Bite?
No, he has Hydro Pump. He just has good AI.
Oh, he actually does have it? Okay. See, I don't know anything about anything. But yeah, he's never going to use it against Wartortle, so... I mean, that Gyarados has never gotten a move off on me in any of my red attempts, so I never knew he had the Hydro Pump. So you learn something new every day.
Yeah, you have to go for the Thunderbolt strat, and then you have to Gen 1 this.
I also tossed away a X special on red, so I can match the X special in blue. So rip that one. But it helps to match the menus for later, which is, yeah.
Well, the good news is I don't think you need as many X specials in red, do you? So that shouldn't...
Yeah, but the problem is blue needs the X specials. I'm trying to think, where would I not need the X special, but I don't think I bought the minimal amount. At least for this portion. There's 2 shopping trips, and when I lost there, I didn't affect the second shopping trip too much. Just, but when I bought the first set of items, Soft doesn't even know this, but I bought 1 extra for all 4 X items. Or was it 4? Yeah. Mostly so that you don't disappear from your inventory, but X special is going to disappear. So I'm going to get an extra, TM from, I forgot who. Thinking Blaine.
Let's see.
Yeah, I believe it's Blaine.
Luke Goblin asks, why is Blastoise better than Nidoqueen on blue? Because Nidoqueen has to use Scratch for Route 3. Nidoran female gets Scratch at level 8, whereas Nido male gets Horn Attack. And Squirtle just has a quicker Route 3, a better Misty. I mean, Nidoqueen would have a late game pretty similar to Nidoking's, but the early game, Squirtle would just blaze through it so much better than Nidoqueen that's why Blastoise would be the better one, or the second best for this game.
Yeah, Music Desync is a thing. You guys actually get to listen to Music Desync, which earlier I've been controlling the audio, and it's been going well, but I mean, this part is... Tower Music Desync is not that bad, but if it's bad, I'll switch it. But yeah. Oh yeah, so these Ghastlies, it's nice for both Wartortle and Nidoking that Rock Slide and Dig is the usable move for both, and it's in the 4th slot for both Pokemon, so it's nice and easy execution. But sync them up like this is a little bit tougher.
It would be
battle.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It would be even better if Nidoking could just learn Dig, though. Like, it's a ground-type Pokemon that can learn Thunderbolt and Bubble Beam and Ice Beam and Fire Blast and...
Even his weakness is Surf.
Yeah. He can learn Surf, too, but he can't learn Dig. Gen 1 logic. Actually, I don't think he can learn it in Gen 2 either. I don't think it was until Gen 3 that they made it where he can learn it. I could be mistaken on that. Like, I would almost be willing to argue that we wouldn't even need to pick up Earthquake if Nidoking could learn Dig.
That's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, remember I died earlier? It tore off the repel count. I was just sure where it tore off the repel.
Which, that's another reason why he buys more repels.
Yep. So yeah, all that mentioned earlier, put Pokédoll right under X Special, which is really nice to execute this at the same time. And all Pokemon 2 games on controller run. You mean catch 'em all? Talk to Shenanigans about that. He might do that. Who knows?
That sounds terrible. 2 catch-em-all games with 1 controller. That sounds awful.
It could be worse.
My experience is gonna be pretty off for War Turtle, but I'll find out soon enough.
I was going to say they might actually mean like the 150 run where you trade between the games.
Oh, that's even worse.
That way,
That's worse.
to have one person do both, that sounds awful. But to have a co-op run, I would like to see that. That would be interesting, a co-op run. But one person having to do both, like, holy cow, that's daunting.
The co-op run has been done quite a few times in the past by the likes of Tudos and I Ate Your Pie, and then Shenanigans, and I think a couple of French guys as well. I forget their names though.
And Surreal Guy and Trebian.
Yeah, them. But then 2 games, 1 controller, 150 co-op would be
A lot of execution management.
Good lord,
probably.
that run has what, like a 10-hour ETA with 2 people, or something along those lines, or is that? Oh, I'm thinking a goal. I'm thinking.
No, you're about right. It's not much lower than that. It might be more like 7 or 8.
But dang, I mean, if you find somebody that can execute well like that for 7 hours, they're not a human. So petition the Pokebot to do that. There you go.
A test has already been made of that exact run, actually, now that you mention it. Or maybe not. Maybe it isn't the same inputs for both games, but there has been a 150 co-op test done already. Probably not 2 games, 1 controller.
Oh, that one ended up being like 3.5 hours or something like that?
Yeah. I don't think
like...
it's 2 games, 1 controller, though.
Oh god, no. No.
Ugh, I was supposed to use that move there. Or it killed. Okay.
Oh, your Nidoking has perfect special, so...
I did not know that. Thanks for letting me know about that.
Oh, I called out the stats earlier. I thought you heard me. My bad.
I did not remember. I didn't even recall you called it out.
You got 10 attack, 14 defense, 11 speed, and 15 special.
Oh yeah, you did call it out. I was just paying attention for attack and speed.
Oh yeah, you were focusing on the important stuff, so...
That's a pretty ridiculously good Ditto King, honestly.
Yeah, especially for a marathon. Like, you're supposed to get, the Nido's DVs are supposed to look like a zip code if you're running marathon.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of the runs I did last for PB attempts, I think for like 2-3 PBs, my Nido had 0 DV somewhere, whether it's attack or speed.
So yeah, I guess that's pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
We just had the first, I think, instance of widescreen in this marathon as well, where you accidentally tap one of the shoulder buttons, or some other button depending on what controller layout you've got, and widescreen.
Yep, that happened.
Oh, that was just to show off that it's scientifically proven that you move faster horizontally in widescreen.
No, that's just to prove this is console run.
Oh yeah,
truly console run.
For all the haters out there.
Yep. Yeah, this is actually also on console for those who are new to watching this now.
So Snorlax wants to be drawn like one of your French girls. But we don't have time for that. We're on a speed run. It's a shame there isn't an application for that PP up just yet. I would imagine that would help out.
It could, but I mean, I routed it out basically. It really could.
Trying to think of what move you would use that on for Blastoise to get the maximum effect, though.
You don't.
You don't? Oh, you just wouldn't
don't.
get it? Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Or you just wouldn't. Well, I mean, you could teach it to somewhere. Probably like, I'm not sure which one. Probably like Ice Beam or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ice Beam or Blizzard when you get it.
Nah, that's late. I don't teach it that late.
Oh, yeah,
that ruins inventory.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why you're running it and I'm not.
Well, I mean, I haven't done the complete routing of this. There's a lot of things you can do, but it does affect other things for both games after all.
See, I can't think in that. I don't know. That'd be a fourth dimensional mindset. 2 games at once. I can't do.
Here's the last. Well, not the last, but one of the last menuing desyncs. I need to move this one here.
And that's another thing, another reason why Nidoking's better than Blastoise. For you to get a good Blastoise run, ignoring all the other crap, it's like like a 1 in 19 to get a good Blastoise, or excuse me, a good Squirtle at the beginning of the game, and then even further odds of it's still having it's like 19 attack, 19 special, and 18 speed at level 11. Like, the odds of getting one of those Squirtles it's just so low, and that's the Squirtle you would have to even have a hope of being truly competitive with Nidoking time before Red Bar was discovered. So you can make do with worse Nidokings than an ideal Nidoking. There are strats to help deal with bad stats. I mean, honestly. Bad special, if you can get past the Slowpoke in Rock Tunnel, then bad special is actually good for setting up Red Bar in the late game. So, just another of many examples as to why Nidoking is the superior poke for this run, if you're running one single game and not 2 games, 1 controller. Which, actually, I mean, if you're running 2 games, 1 controller, Nidoking's still superior. As I mentioned before, people do the 2 Nidoking run, but it's terrible for a marathon-type setting, because Nidoran male was only 5% in blue to get a level 3 or 4.
Yeah, and we don't use Desync, because it's just a myth.
Again.
It's a complete and utter myth, invented by shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, what Death Vader said, in Generation 1, specifically Red-Blue, when your HP is, 21 point something percent?
520 points.
524, so there you go. When it falls at that threshold or below, it skips level up jingles, Pokemon cries, Pokemon faints, the jingle when you learn another move, and thanks to how we're able to utilize that in the late game with Nidoking, it saves, 6 minutes over the course of the run compared to Blastoise, because Blastoise just can't safely get Red Bar like Nidoking. I mean, Nidoking just one-shots just about everything. There's only a few fights in the late game where Nidoking doesn't one-shot after setup. There's the Hypno in Koga's gym. He doesn't one-shot that. but most everything else in the late game after setup, he's one-shotting them. So, well, actually, everything that you do setup for, he one-shots, and there's only a few fights where you don't set up and you don't get a one-shot. So, he can reasonably go in low health for, from the end of Koga's gym until Agatha. So, and like I said, Blastoise just can't do that.
Oh hey, there's BBQ sauce. By the way, I have one extra red candy in blue, so I'm not gonna pick up the extra red candy here for blue. Just saying.
Which will help keep them in sync. Like I mentioned before, since Blastoise and Nidoking have the same growth rate, once he homogenizes their levels, they'll maintain the same level throughout the course of the game, and that'll keep them synced up quite nicely.
Quick check-in on the poll. Ming Lee now only leads by 2 votes.
Damn,
but we don't have long to go at all, so...
Put in those presents and vote in for Ohio.
He's got what, like... Probably about 6 more minutes? 7 more minutes before he's done with Rival?
5-6 minutes at the very most, depending on how long these menus take.
Depends on how kind Pidgeot wants to be, too.
Yes, we do have the...
Get 6
Game
turns.
1 controller, 6 rival, self rival, so...
6 turns for Pidgeot to wail on us. Hopefully he's kind. Just click on the straw poll there that DeBombstu just posted.
Yeah. Also, the scientist I just want to pass by is very blind.
I know, right? He should be fired. Most of the rockets should be fired, especially in Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you beat me. Allow me to give you access to this place that you wouldn't have had access to otherwise, just because you bested me in a Pokemon battle. That's none of my business. See, like, how good would it be for this run right now if Nidoking can learn Dig? It's so good.
We're all tied up.
Actually, if you had Dig, wouldn't you lose it for Earthquake now, at this point?
You could probably just skip that rocket fight in general.
I guess you could just go for Escape Ropes. That's a valid option.
True. I don't know, I think it would just be quicker in general to just run Dig going forward. Or maybe, I guess it would vary depending on stats. Like, if you had better special, then you'd be more able to run without Dig, say, because you won't have to use it on Erica.
Alright, here's Rival. So yeah, guys, get your votes into that poll, and we'll see what's the result of the name for Lapras, aka the Strength Slave.
Definitely worth voting. Looking at the score right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, your vote actually can matter here. This isn't the U.S. election, so...
Yeah, it's not like, whose line is it anyways? Your vote does matter.
Team Ming Lee has actually fallen behind.
Unless you vote for something besides Vohio or Ming Lee. If you vote for something besides Vohio or Ming Lee, then your vote does not matter. But if you vote for one of those two things, it can very well determine the name that we name the Lapras. So, just a friendly heads up. Unless somehow one of these other, like the third place has 36 votes, it's like half of the 2 leading, and they're tied right now. Oh, Vohio just took the lead by 1. Vohio is the more efficient one, as it has fewer characters. 1 fewer character. Oh, I
The
did
evil
terrible,
Ming
though.
Li may have been defeated.
Okay, Gyarados is good to go.
Okay, cool. Pidgeot wasn't a jerk.
Also, I set up so much X specials, I can actually Thunderbolt the Growlithe here. And Ice Beam it too. But that's just top
The
thing on-
strats! The strats! I wonder if you have enough there to Thunderbolt the Alakazam. With 4, maybe?
No. No.
Probably not. Yeah, no.
No.
Okay.
Just no.
This is why I got a drink from a cup with
Oops,
a lid
I
on
used
it.
the wrong move. Well, that's not the move I wanted to see. Alright.
So, we've got some more time for
You guys have more time to vote now.
did that on purpose. This was scripted. We just wanted to make sure everybody got a chance to vote on the name. And as it stands right now, Ming Li is actually pulled back ahead by 1 vote. So, 2 votes. This is really
We get
close.
to go through this fight once more. Just get ready.
That's a good question, Spall. I have no idea. Does anybody know what Vohio is a reference to?
Extra tricky.
Ah, okay, cool.
Oh
Not
yeah,
really.
Yeah.
Oh dang, Ming Li's starting to pull ahead.
Poll is still going. We'll tell you in chat when it's just about to stop. Give you like a 5-second warning. Or a
That's
you're too late
3,
warning.
4. Nice. I froze the Gyarados.
There's what I was talking about. I guess you're seeing it again now. The Gyarados. The Blastoise just can't deal with Gyarados quickly. 4x specials so that you can 2-shot with Ice Beam.
No, that wasn't the one that you had to 4X specials for. It's the Alakazam. That's what you, and the Venusaur is what you're worried about.
JK. Again, I'm one of those people that sometimes uses big words that I don't know what they mean so that I can sound more photosynthesis. Sweet. Alright.
Alright, cut off.
And Ming Li wins with 3 votes.
Ming Li. Minglee, right?
Correct. Capital L if you so choose.
Oh yeah, I gotta put the capital L.
I'm talking with instant text, Chodix. That's how the narration is so far ahead of the text.
Ming Li. Alright, chat, you guys got what you wanted.
Well, 30% of you got what you wanted. Even though, why are people voting right now? It's closed. There are people still voting.
What's the vote count before it closed? If you guys...
It was like 90 to 86, I believe.
that's not a bad amount.
Voted.
Not what I wanted to do, but okay.
One Hand was in 3rd with 38. OS Frog was in 4th with 29. Then everything else got less than 20 votes.
$300 total votes isn't too bad though.
Yeah, it's basically 300 votes since the start of this run. I would say that's a good amount.
Wait, how many
Even
people are watching?
900.
The 1/3, yeah, that's actually not too bad. The other 2/3 could have been part of something. Could have been part of something.
This Giovanni fight coming up should be safe. But I mean, I do have extra healing items, just in case.
Hey, what? Don't talk crap about Vohio. It's adorable. She's got a wrench for her hand. She could hit you with it. If you really want to be a jerk.
You know what? I'm not going to use X Special here. I'm going to forgo the X Special and just deal with the extra turns. I could be bad at that, but... You know what? I'll save an extra X Special for that.
That'll kind of help with the X Specials you lost before, right?
Yeah. I think this is the only fight where I can actually do it. The other would have been Koga.
On the fly strats.
Yeah, but I would hate to try that on Koga. Or Rival. Rival would have been even worse. God, I wouldn't want to try it on that Rival. But it's gonna be a couple 2-shots. Okay, one more.
Fine. She doesn't have a wrench for a hand, but she has a wrench with which she can hit you. Same difference.
This is the one I'm scared of. Alright, great.
Nice!
That works.
Nice! Also, shoutouts to Giovanni for saying met you again, even though this is the first time in the run that you battled him. He knows that you've run this game before. Just further proof that the game is sentient, and when you have a good Nito, you get more encounters in Mount Moon. Just saying.
So, this juggler coming up, or for those who see it now, and finding it now, I am going to use an X Special. This is one of 2 fights where I do need an X Special, mostly because of Blastoise. Nidoking, not so much, but it helps. The little things helps.
Yeah, as I say, with the X attack, it lets you. We need X attack so Blastoise can. Oh, did you mean to X attack?
Yeah, I did X attack, but that's not the one thing I wanted to see.
Oh.
It was a disable on the Earthquake.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Why isn't Nidoqueen used again instead of Nidoking? Oh lord.
I hear Red Bar.
No, Hail Crystals. Giovanni is Silver's father in Gen 2. That's canon.
Oh yeah, so this fight is also a good example where you see Shake and Flash, but except Red Bar is kind of ruining it, in a way. I believe I don't remember if there's another fight where it shows that. You should have seen it on Giovanni. No, you shouldn't have, because I did forgo the X Special.
Though, to be fair, Nido's King's fight would have been considerably faster had he not gotten the disable.
Yeah. So, I trying to think the next fight where you see Shake versus Flash. I believe the next fight is also a good example of that. Before I do that, I do need to recover a bit of stats.
Yeah, sorry for those of you that are looking forward to it, but no boom strats here. We kill the Weezing and live to tell the tale.
I don't know what you're talking about. Boom is still possible.
Oh well, you don't intentionally die to it. It can still happen.
I can let it happen.
Oh wait, are you gonna end up going? Do you go for Mom Heal?
Oh yeah. So yeah, this fight on the juggler, you can see the difference between Shake and Flash. It's fast for the Shake for the body slam and the Flash on the Earthquake.
No, this isn't pre-recorded, Dylan the Lion. This is live.
Now, the real question is, will Koga troll me and poison me? That's the real question.
Yep, see, I don't even have that thought in my head, because I never really seriously ran the Blastoise route, because I got into Pokemon speedrunning way later. So it's like, even now, even this late in the game, it's like, oh, I can get poisoned. Nidoking can't get poisoned. So much better.
Oh yeah, here's another example of Shake vs. Splash. Even with Horndrill has an extra text box where it needs a one-hit KO, still faster.
Also, fun fact, as a kid, looking at Blastoise from the back, I thought that his cannon on the left was his tail, and I was like, wow, he looks really, really weird. It wasn't until, like, a couple of years ago when I watched one of the Blastoise runs, and I was like, oh, that's a cannon. That makes a lot more sense. He doesn't look like a turd anymore, but...
Aw, he didn't boom. I'm sad. And I got poisoned. See? Poisoned. Getting trolled by poison almost every run. I just can't escape that poison on Koga.
A blue bar setup, let's go.
I thought red bar was the thing, not blue bar. So now it's the poison ticks are gonna troll me in the overworld.
Now you're going... You're going to Pallet Town now, right? Or is it,
I still gotta pick up an HM before I get to Pallet Town.
Oh, well, of course.
Sorry, Spall, but due to technical limitations, the audio is ahead. Well, the commentators are ahead of the video.
Hey, Spall. Your rival's the final battle. We're gonna beat him. Yeah, ultimate spoiler. Yeah, Jaishi, he uses the Squirtle line in blue and Nidoran in red for this run. Though there are runs that use Nidoking in both. And now their levels are synced up. He's gonna pick up more rare candies later, but they'll be the same level for the rest of the game.
Oh, apparently, Chaotix wants to ban me from streaming. Okay, see ya, guys. You guys can finish the run yourself.
No, he wants to ban me for the spoilers. Sorry, you gotta get behind the people wanting to ban me for instant text, Codex. They had their grievance first, and it's only fair that they get to address it before you.
Wait, you're in instant text?
Yes, I apparently to some people I created it, and thus should die for it, so, I don't know. But yeah. Basic mansion movement. Is there ever an instance where you pick up any of the Carbos? Or do you just
don't think so.
really have to? Because you're never gonna well, and at least not anytime soon, to get to a point where you're going to be in red bar for Sabrina, so being slower than the Mr. Mime wouldn't really affect you that badly. which doesn't affect you at all in this run because your Nidoking's faster than fast enough to not have to have any Carbos actually.
That's true.
And you don't have to you don't have to start picking up Carbos until is it 8 speed or 9 speed?
I don't know. I just routed this as if one static route. I'm sure like this you could do
Lower
like,
than Alex
in-depth
and
knowledge
Gamma.
of what's optimal, but I would advise someone who's better for me than that to handle that.
This isn't Ash. His name is MeGotsThis. You're not been
NGT.
paying attention? Either that. Here I am chastising people for not paying attention while not paying attention myself. Ming Li used strength because he is the strongest. Ten speed needs no. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it wasn't until the single digits that you had to use Carbos.
Wrong one.
If Rage worked the same way in Gen 2, or excuse me, if Rage worked the same way in Gen 1 as it is in Gen 2 Spall, then maybe.
You want to talk about the questions?
Oh, yes. So in Gen 1, you have these questions, and there's the annoying lag in Red/Blue as opposed to in Yellow. That's one of the few reasons that's one of the few things in Yellow that's better.
Has less text boxes.
Yellow has less text boxes too, because in Yellow it doesn't say the hey, if you want to conserve your energy, answer these questions, but it says that on the first one, and then it just asks the questions on the second and going forward. Whereas in Red/Blue, they still have the if you want to answer the questions correctly, blah 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 blah. So, and then also Red/Blue has that annoying like lag right after you answer the question where you can't move. It just like freezes. I don't want to say freezes, but for lack of a better way of describing it, it's like just the lag where you can't move and it's annoying. And TM28 is Tombstoner. The game is just in denial. So he's going to say that it's not because the game won't accept that it is. But TM28 is Tombstoner.
Just to let you guys know, I press A to answer yes and B to answer no when that text box comes up. As simple as that.
Exactly. It looks like he's hitting A the whole time, but when the questions where it's no, he's just mashing B. So you don't have to scroll down to hit no when you hit no.
And this also applies to, I believe, every gen.
Yeah. You can just mash B on a no type thing. Poliwag has 3 different evolutions, but it doesn't evolve 3 times. Also, this was before Politoed, so it is rather misleading that they have that.
Of course, this is the one time where he actually used double super potion.
Double super potion, nice.
Yeah, but that doesn't desync them. That's what I was hoping more for. The desync helps a lot, quite a bit. It's like Earthquake first and then Surf next. Go ahead, the bomb.
Yeah, just a quick announcement. We're going to change hosts now, so taking you through the next couple of runs will be Amoeba. And I'll see everyone later.
Alright, see ya, the bomb.
Alright, have a good one, the bomb student.
Yeah, usually it's a 2-hit on the Arcanine. So that crit kind of makes it a 1-hit. So I was kind of delaying Nidoking to hit the Hornbill at the same time for the Blastoise. Why am I seeing Gunner in chat? Kappa.
It looks like Frankenstein. I don't know if that was the intent. I know it's to make him look more like a frog or something, but funny nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. So Sabrina can be kind of scary. That's why I will be saving it before her. Depends on how much confusion hurts.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nidoking. Oh well, dang! You've got to set up X items for Sabrina, don't you?
Yep.
Dang. So Nidoking normally has no problem.
Get free pass. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, normally a Nidoking with this stat line would have 0 issues with Sabrina, barring a Gen 1 miss. But
As you can see, leveling up at the same time saves a lot of time in the long run.
that's rather interesting. Nidoking and Blastoise have similar base HPs too, so their HP is going to be.
Yep, that hurts.
Ooh.
That hurts a lot. I will try without the X speed. Which I should be fine. My speed should be
Yeah, I was
fine.
going to say
against
Blastoise
Alakazam.
should be able to take a hit, so.
No, I'm more worried about the Alakazam at the end for Nidoking. But I should be fine.
Yeah, no, you outspeed Alakazam, you're good.
Yeah, I bought the extra XP because I forgot what my speed DB is. Because, I mean, like, I have hard enough time managing 2 games.
Mr. Mime's a garbage Pokemon. It's a terrible design. Garbodor's a better Pokemon than Mr. Mime. And that's fact. I'm just saying that to tick somebody off for the record, but it's true. That feel when you turn into letters when you dig from a teleport pad. So here comes shopping trip number 2. Because Nidoking needs more than 7x accuracies.
I thought it was for Blastoise, but I could be wrong. I mean, we both could be wrong. It could be just for both.
Well, yeah, a little bit of both. I don't know the Blastoise buy route, so I knew that Nidoking needed more than 7x accuracies. I assumed that there was probably some more buying necessary for Blastoise too. So
Also, I'm buying a little bit extras, but I mean, I have the money. Like, I have a lot of money.
golly, I'm getting some
I got
hate.
loads of places emotes here. Alright, so these upcoming grass fights for both Pokemon, I will try to desync their menus and then sync them up again. Where am I going for that? So I'll be like, moving my cursor for Blastoise up 1 to be selecting... What's that move again? I believe it's Dig right now? But then I'll be selecting both Pokemon at the same time, and then moving up 1 to select both Ice Beam for both. So you'll see this for both the required trainer and the Erica fight. Also, if like one of them were in red bar and the other isn't, it would kind of desync a lot more. So I do prefer to stay off red bar in this case, unless I could get both to red bar safely.
So I forget, is this fight just Ice Beam, Ice Beam, Ice Beam with Blastoise?
Yep.
Nice.
and simultaneous level up. See? Because
Yes.
the rare candies, lines them up to be the same level.
It's pretty convenient that they have similar stat lines like that.
Mm-hmm. When I first originally played this, I had them at separate levels, so yeah, you lose time just waiting for one or the other.
I mean, not stat lines, experience growth. No, their stats really, there's not really that big of a disparity between the stats. I mean, Blastoise's defense is significantly higher, and his special is somewhat higher, but their speed and attack, there's really not that big of a difference between the two, and that's the most important stat for Nidoking is speed and attack. But just the move pool that Nidoking has just really kind of sets him above and apart. And I guess, truthfully, you get Nidoking way earlier than you get Blastoise as well. So both Cool Cats get to learn Blizzard, even though one Cool Cat will be using Blizzard. Audio Fix or Riot.
They're talking about the delay, but don't mind that. Blue capture card. Let me reset that real quick. As long as I didn't run into a trainer, that's not a problem. Yeah, sometimes my capture card just crashes out in the middle of a run, but that's what I have to deal with.
Oh, what kind of capture card do you use?
Oh, don't worry about that. It's
Is it a Dazzle?
no, it's not a Dazzle.
Okay, cool. They're not getting free
But yeah,
advertising.
basically, I'm not playing this from CRTs. I'm playing this from AMREC preview. Because I don't have the space to carry two TVs, let alone two identical TVs.
Oh god, that'd be even tougher to have two different TVs to keep up with the runs. So.
Oh yeah,
cow.
definitely.
Alright, so again, no major risks here. We're not even gonna let not gonna get Black Belt. I almost said Blastoise. Not gonna let Black Belt get a chance to mess anything up.
Oh yeah, so normally in the run you would do X accuracy for Nidoking, but I'm using X special for Blastoise. So that costs 2 turns to use two different ones. Why not just use 2 of the same ones and just kill them with like that? I mean, it works.
Well, it actually varies with Nidoking depending on what his stats are. You've got really.
But, I mean, for one of the options for the regular single Nidoking, you only set up 1 X special. I'm setting up 2 here.
Precisely. Well, this Nidoking would actually. I think this Nidoking would be able to just go for the ranges at 10 attack. Let me consult my cheat sheet.
You have a cheat sheet?
I have a cheat sheet.
Can I have that?
Yes. Oh, actually, never mind. This is an exact drill situation. My bad. I overestimated Nidoking's attack. Earthquake was 23% to kill the Machokes at 10 DV. So I'm used to Gen 2. 10 DV attack on Feraligatr is significantly better than 10 DV attack on Nidoking because Feraligator's base attack is 25% greater than Nidoking's approximately. So
Oh yeah, so the Giovanni fight, I wanted Desync for sure. Mostly because the Nidoking and Nidoking, I used 2 different moves, being Surf for Blastoise and Earthquake for Nidoking. And that's slot 2 for Blastoise and slot 1 for Nidoking. But that's after the Dugtrio and the Rhyhorn, which both uses Ice Beam. Which you can see I could have done similar setup before, but again, the Desync kind of helps for the Nidoqueen and Nidoking.
And naturally, he wants to use Ice Beam over Surf when possible because of the Shake versus Flash animation. which would be the hardest starter to run with for each gen. The grass starter in pretty much every generation. Though, fun fact, in Gen 6, they pick specifically in XY, they pick Chespin just because they don't want either of the rivals to have Chestnut. You use Chespin just long enough to get Farfetch'd, and then you put it in the PC to be forgotten about. Gold World Record.
Use Bulbasaur.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess it depends on the category. You use Bulbasaur in, Catch 'em All and Reverse Badge Acquisition? But for main glitchless categories. Dude, Chikorita just has a really, really crap go of it in Gen 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even fair. It's a shame, because Chikorita is really a cute Pokemon, but it's just garbage. In terms of speedrunning.
If only Squirtle can learn Fissure. I wish. Like, that would help a lot.
His best time in 2
one
games
item.
controller is 2 hours and 20 minutes using both with both games using Nidoking, but with Blue using Blastoise and Red using Nidoking, it's a 3:45. Excuse me. And of course, it's the same category whether you both use Nidoking or one use Blastoise or the other. So the best time would be 3:20. But for when you use a different route, those are the times. No, I have nothing against Chikorita as a Pokemon. It's just garbage for speedrunning.
So yeah, I'm setting up an X special only because Blastoise needs it. Because Fissure cannot hit flying Pokemon, which is including the Gyarados, which is scary.
It's a shame. It's a shame that Blastoise's one-hit kill move is a ground type, because there's so many Pokemon that he would benefit greatly from being able to hit with it. Like Golbat, especially.
Actually, I could have just Ice Beam the Pidgeot. I just remembered now. So many things I remember. Although I like that Blizzard range.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because of the X special, I could actually Thunderbolt the Growlithe. And I get to finish the fight at the same time. Minus 1 text box because of Fissure on Venusaur.
Yeah. Yeah, Blizzard's pretty broken in Gen 1. And now we get to listen to the dopey bike music on what would be the most epic part of the run.
What dopey bite music? I'm going to ban that now. I am going to take this route music because I like it that much. Forget speed strats. Take the better music.
That's right. Is Blizzard a fire? Can somebody please time out Bit Personal? You don't have to ban him, but like 600 seconds. He's been talking crap this whole time. Thank you, moderator, who did that. No problema.
Oh, hey there, Amoeba.
Now, Bit's a troll. He's
a
a harmless
sloth
troll. Yeah, he trolls me specifically. He's harmless, but
Again, I like the route music. I'm just going to skip the bike. Yes, there is stab bonus for Gen 1.
yep, stab's been a thing since the beginning.
Alright, get those Ming Lees in.
Yes, get your Mingleys. Mingleys putting in some work now. It's a shame that Nidoking doesn't get access to a good poison type move. Like, he can't even learn Sludge Bomb in Gen 2, so...
Can he learn Toxic in Gen 1?
I think everything can learn Toxic in Gen 1, if I'm not mistaken.
I hear chat wants flag boulders.
Flag boulders.
Movement is desync for a bit. Okay, I'm also gonna be scared of a couple of trainers, so I move slow around them, because don't want to run into one and not the other. Tyra wants a double swag boulder. How about a single swag boulder and the other not swag boulder? That's even harder than double swag boulders, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna say one swag without the other. That would be even more impressive.
It has happened. Confirmed.
You did, yeah, you did one in one of the practice runs.
A lot of things can happen in practice runs. Ah. Double swag? Spain? Aren't you supposed to be commentating? On the French? Again, this trainer I'm scared of running into. Because desyncs is a terrible thing. Oh god, that desync.
Moment for one bad. The double swag! The double swag! Are you not entertained?
I'm more entertained by the fact that I managed to desync them because I tried swag boulders.
All these ungrateful people in chat are just like, we want more swag boulders! Meh, 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 meh. At least that's what I imagine that they sound like.
Well, that's Twitch chat for ya.
It's strange how many people on the internet sound like that. Well then, get good at Red and swag boulder for yourself then. Need them that badly.
Alright, so that's I deposit all my Pokemon, because let's finish the game with one Pokemon each. Heal, because Blastoise is going to need it. Oh, thanks for the unfollow, bit personal.
Trust me, that's a good unfollow.
Alright, anyways, Lorelei. First turn, scary. Crit Aurora Beam on Nidoking, it equals death. That's why I save.
Orange community wondering when 3 games, 1 controller,
Okay.
Red.
Wait, I'll one up you on that. 4 games, 1 controller, starter edition, glitchless. All Japanese.
Nani? Will you allow Pokédoll skip?
Crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't. Okay.
Alright.
And obviously, turn 2 for Dugong is usually a status move, which is fine. I forgot I wanted to desync them for a bit, so I'll just do that.
Yeah, it's a shame Blastoise can't just be fast enough to exact Fisher here. Four games, 4 languages. Did you really unfollow me, Bit? Don't tease me.
Although I would take up on the offer of doing 2 games on controller of Red and Fire Red.
It's funny because Fire Red would naturally be ahead of Red at the end of Mount Moon because of repels.
Well, the problem is that the overall is relatively similar, but it's still very different. And also you can run in one and not the other.
G. Hines, please. I know.
Yeah, there's been one runner of this the whole time.
Yep. I'm just here saying things. I'm not actually doing any work.
Oh, I forgot to do one thing, but I'll just deal with it in battle.
Oh, you forgot to...
PP. Heal, yeah. But that's fine. That's okay. Onyx can't do that much to us, can he?
Not at that HP, I wouldn't imagine. Until now. Yeah, that wasn't anything. He's using an X accuracy, Verakuko. In Generation 1 and 2, for that matter, when you use an X accuracy, it literally removes the concept of accuracy. So the game doesn't even check to see if the move hits, it just hits after using an X accuracy.
Oh yeah, Blastoise has such high special that you can actually just use Surf on the Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Instead of
One-hit KO move.
which is important because he has to use Fissure against Agatha. Whereas Nidoking, most of the time Nidoking doesn't even bother with using a one-hit KO move on Agatha, but since he's going to be setting up the X accuracy anyway, might as well. Oh lord, the neck memes. Not now. Tyrant's not running, there's no room for the necks here.
Alright, now Agatha that's coming up is scary. Very, very scary. Because she can switch in Golbats on the first turn and then use Haze. The problem about Golbat is that I have to use up either X accuracy for Nidoking to kill the Golbat, or X special for Nidoking to kill the Golbat. So basically, it's a 50-50 in terms of which one she's going to switch with, if she switches. So there's a chance. And this is why I called the fight the Agatroll.
Exactly. Elmster, that's incorrect. X actual accuracy works exactly the same way in Gen 2, but one-hit KO moves work differently in Gen 2. You have to be, instead of having to be faster, you have to be a higher level than the Pokemon that you're using it on. And the main Pokemon for Gen 2, for Alligator, doesn't learn a one-hit KO move. So, while it works the same way, it can't be abused the same way because there's not a Nidoking for Gen 2. For Alligator is just the end-all, beat-all Pokemon. So, that's why.
I use 2 speed.
Alright, now Nidoking just needs to...
Not hurt himself.
We're gonna get the red bar from Agatha. He's gonna break out on this next one. It's gonna
Oh,
be
that's
fine.
gonna be bad. But okay, I should heal. This is a marathon run. I should just heal.
True.
Actually, I should not heal. Not on the Golbat.
Elmster, X accuracy does the exact same thing in Gen 2 as it does in Gen 1. It completely removes the concept of accuracy. There's just not a Gen... It removes it, so all of your moves hit after you use it. There's just not a one-hit kill move to abuse in Gen 2, so that's why we don't. Well, if you don't outspeed, you don't kill with the one-hit kill move, but the X accuracy still removes the concept of accuracy, so all your other moves will still hit all of the time. Exactly. The one-hit KO move not hitting is a product of you being slower than the Pokemon that you're using it against. Whereas they changed that in Gen 2. You can be slower, but you have to be a higher level, which is weird. So
The point of using X-Bush is mostly for Blastoise to kill the Golbat with Blizzard in one shot.
that's correct, Ilmister. There's not very many Pokemon that can learn Horn Drill, and it's not a TM in Gen 2.
Alright, normally in this heal menu, at least for the single game, you use your PP healing item. I had to do that after the fight for Lance, because the Blastoise is going to need it after the fight for his ice moves, the Blizzard. I think you could do it before, but I forgot if it's workable. It probably is.
We've got 2 elixirs, so you probably could have done it before.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, so first turn for Lance is scary because I can die from either. No, not the first turn, but Gyarados is scary from either of them because I can die from either case, depending on what he does. And I got the nice one.
Oh, dude, you got Hydro Nice.
Yeah, I got Hyper Nice. And I also got Hyper Nice too. Also, you told me you had perfect special. I should not worry about Aerodactyl.
Oh, yeah, you've got Aerodactyl all day.
Ooh, that's gonna put me in red bar.
Blue bar.
Blue bar. Sorry, correction.
So does this category, do we stop the timer after you defeat the rival, or do you go through the credits like the new
we are gonna go... Hold on.
Excuse me, up to the credits.
Yeah, we're gonna go up to the credits.
He's racing with himself, but I think it's gonna be a tie. No, there's gonna be a slight difference, because Nidoking and Blastoise's Cry are ever so slightly
it's a tie.
different.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quit lying.
This is proof that Blastoise and Nidoking can complete the game in the same time. All the Blastoise haters need to watch this and realize that Blastoise can be competitive.
Yes, I am doing the new RTA timing, Kappa. It hasn't been finalized, guys. But I've been doing this timing since I concepted this concept. So,
Yeah,
it's kind of a... I mean, since not many people have done the run of this, I mean, it's kind of... There's not a good sample size of seeing which timing is better. Also, Sky Attack is scary, so I'm saving.
It's the last fight of the run, guys.
Amoeba, what's the time on the timer right now?
You're at 2:51:57.
Okay, I get the music. So we're going through credits, because since we're basically on the final fight now, we're way, way ahead of schedule.
Yep.
Way ahead of my estimates.
You've got a spare
Even
20
with
minutes.
bad luck. Okay, Sky Attack might crit. We'll see.
That's a life hack that everybody can kind of take from this marathon if you haven't already. When you're expecting to do something that's going to take a bit of time, and you know that somebody's going to have to wait on you on it,
Oh yeah,
tell
guys.
them.
Animations are on. You get to enjoy them 2 different ways.
Do we get to see the surf animation? Or is it you never use surf, do you?
I do not use surf, but
Dang.
yeah, I don't use surf.
That's the life hack. Tell them that it's going to take longer than what it is, and when you do it in less time than they thought it was going to happen, then they will be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, yeah, this beats your PB for,
This doesn't beat my PB. I guarantee that.
it was a 245.
Yeah, we're at 250 something.
Oh, never mind, I'm a genius. JK.
By the way, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the surf. Alright, here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Do it. Don't you go there. Yeah. Again, Gyarados, just a hard wall, man. For Blastoise. He just doesn't have a good way to deal with Gyarados, and it's a shame.
Put in those
Praise
praise it, guys.
it!
Praise it, guys.
Praise it!
Yeah, this will work.
Micro Swath word. See, I can't use the word swap when in conversation anymore because my muscle memory of typing in swap as my username for Twitch and Discord and whatnot. I'll say that I'm going to swap something, and I don't try to sound like arrogant and using my name as a verb. I just...
Alright, Aviva, get ready with time when it scenes out soon.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever, mate.
This is going to be sub 3 then. Very nice.
Yep. Sub 3 is a really good run, especially for a marathon. I think when I did this for California time, I got like over 3 hours.
It helps that you had a really good Nido, too.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thing. I think I had a worse Nino for California thought.
You strike me as more of an adjective.
So time's on fade out to credits, yeah?
Yes.
Any guesses on what the in-game time's gonna be? Get them in now.
253.
147 new record.
243.
243, nice.
Alright, get ready to time. And... time.
255, 40... No,
No, I mean, what's the time?
There's a delay.
Waiting on the delay, mate.
Ah, gotcha. That is right, it was time for the delay.
Let's see, final time's 56:16.
That's a good time. That's a pretty good time.
Very
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
you guys get to enjoy the dual credits here. With instinct credits.
No, this isn't world record for Nido X Squirtle. And since the category has a run with 2 Nido Kings, it wouldn't even be world record at all because the 2 Nido King run is faster, but
Oh, superiorly faster. Like, about 25 minutes faster.
Yeah.
But then, you're dealing with the RNG of trying to find Nidoran male in blue, which could be slower for a marathon.
yeah, that's...
Yeah.
If you ever want to feel bad about life, try to hunt down Nidoran male, a level 3 or 4 in blue in the Nido bush.
I think my PB of worst time for that was like 36 minutes in game timer, just to get that blue Nidoran.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that is 2 games from controller of Pokemon Red and Blue. Glitchless any percent. Thank y'all for watching. I believe the next one is Worcester with Platinum any percent.
Indeed. Yeah, dude, yeah, make sure you guys follow MeGotsThis. He's one of the few people that does this run, and I think it's pretty darn interesting. I would never have the mental capacity to try to do something like that, but yeah, make sure you give him the follow.
Thanks very much for the run we got to this. Very nice time. We are going to have to wait around a little bit because you're... Yeah, coming up next we've got Worcester with Platinum any percent. So, around guys. And thank you very much, Swap, for the comment.
Glad that I could help.